So in this video, we're going to discuss the Knicks responding to Coach Thibs meeting and training with the Ops, the Boston Celtics. So let's talk about it. So welcome to the video, man. I am your host, Karan Pierre, and I'm here giving you this quick little news break. Now, Coach Thibs was reported to meet with the Boston Celtics, and he definitely shared information with the Boston Celtics. He was seen talking with some of the guys like Jaylen Brown, and it seems to be like this deep convo. Now, let me say this. This is the most recent stop on the Coach Thibs tour. We know that he visited the Minnesota Timberwolves. He spoke with Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. By the way, I have a very cool unfiltered thought touching on this topic. It's called If Not Thibs, Then Who? So if you're a channel member, you should check that video out. But it seems that this guy is on a tour. And then Jaylen Brown, he said that he was able to give us some of the thoughts that he saw in that series and some of the stuff that they broke down in our personnel, even our team. That helped us grow and learn from that. To have Thibs here at our practice explaining some of the things that he saw that helped them beat us only helps me get better, only helps us get better. So I value that. Shout out to Thibs for being here today. So that's what Jaylen Brown said about Thibs being in the building. Now, I don't know what information he shared with the Boston Celtics, but whatever it is, it can't be that serious because Mike Brown is here. It's a completely new system. So all the things that we did under Coach Thibs, more than likely, a lot of it we won't repeat. But there could be some unfair advantage there in terms of, player tendencies. I know what makes Brunson tick. I know what makes Towns tick. I know where Bridges likes to dribble. And, definitely that information can be vital. But Coach Thibs is under no obligation to the New York Knicks once he was relieved of his duties. Only thing that can happen now is that if Coach Thibs were to get another head coaching job, that 3-year, $30 million would be pretty much subtracted from. So whatever the deal is. So let's say he gets another coaching gig and they pay him $10 million for 3 years. Then the Knicks are under no obligation to pay him because that new contract will supersede the contract that he has with the current Knicks. Okay? So he's under no obligation, but there is a clause in the contract where he cannot speak out against the Knicks. So don't expect to hear anything verbally from Coach Thibs in the media until after that 3-year period is up. But the great Mikal Bridges, right? Salute to Mikal Bridges. He talked about Coach Thibs visiting the Boston Celtics and sharing their secrets. Now, I do have to say that Mikal Bridges is definitely presumed to be one of the Knicks players that spoke out against Thibs in the exit meeting last playoffs, right? And boy, isn't it interesting. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you one. I was supposed to do an unfiltered thought on this, but some time has passed. I'll say this. I think that Mikal Bridges sort of tipped his hand during media day when he was asked about Coach Thibs and him being fired. Normally, the great Mikal Bridges speaks clearly, but when it was time to talk about Thibs, he was like, but. Anyway, so Mikal Bridges, salute to Mikal, and I'm glad that he put this statement out. Mikal Bridges said that no issues at all. There's no issues with him pretty much meeting with the Boston Celtics. And that was it. That was the response. And no one else, to my knowledge, has made any other statements. But I will say this. Coach Thibs is doing what he feels is best for himself. It does seem a little bitter, though, right? Because I haven't really seen any photos of him going to, a team where we don't have any ties to them. He's only been dealing with like Quentin Grimes, right? We saw him go to the Wolves, right? He's been making stops with teams that clearly have vendettas or may have personnel in that organization against the Knicks. But the Knicks finally gave their response. I don't want to go in on this too much longer. I'm going to just say that I agree with Mikal Bridges. It's not no big deal, right? We definitely have a new system. And I look forward to the game tonight, or the first game of the season, depending on when you're watching this video, against the Cavaliers. But I'm going to end it here. The Knicks respond. And also, guys, listen, be sure to check out the Sports Journal. You can find the link to it in the description of this video. If you're wondering how I am so quick to pull out stats, to tell you about games, is because I take notes of each and every game. If you go to thisweekinsidetheknicks.com, the URL that's right below this very screen, you can go pre-order yours now. And that's all I got for this clip. And until next time, let's go. Yeah.